Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Yes, people, what's going on? It's your boy, man like Matt, Team Kop-Ish. You know what time it is, people? It is the morning meetup show. Hope everyone's having a blessed Wednesday morning, afternoon, or evening whenever you decide to watch this video. But listen, first and foremost, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? People, support the channel. We are on the road to 40K. So if you haven't done it already, please try to help get us there. You get me? So big everyone in the chat. To Sander, what's going on, my bro? Long time. I see Hooks in the chat as well. You know what I'm saying? Big up Hooks, my brother, even though he's a rival. You get me? Make sure you go subscribe to Halftime Hooks as well, people. He does some great football content on his channel. So make sure you go and do that, people. Trust me. You get me? He's one of the Shinobis. If you know, you know, innit? Big up Imran as well. What's going on, Imran? I see you there. Big up Liam, Trudon. Too many names to mention. Big up Elijah in the chat. Big up man like Jav. Big up everybody, man. Listen, it's Derby Day. Obviously, there's not a lot of news today, if I'm being honest, chat. Not a lot of news, but there's a few things that we can speak about and some headlines that sort of caught my attention over the last couple of days. And first and foremost, we'll start off with this one, by the way. And that's Alexander Isak. Everybody knows Liverpool want Isak, but then so does Arsenal. Probably so does Chelsea. The problem is the fee. That fee that Newcastle are talking about, 150 mil, no one ain't going to pay that. Nobody. So that's a big that's a big issue. Now, from what I'm led to believe and what I've read, I think it's the iPaper. They say Newcastle's 150 million price tag for Alexander Isak has caused Arsenal and Liverpool to pivot to alternative targets. But if they're in the Champions League, it becomes, according to one Premier League recruitment source, a non-issue this end of the season. I'll be so real. If Newcastle are in the Champions League next season, yeah, forget it. Isak's going nowhere. Like, he's going to stay. And here's the thing as well. Isak loves Newcastle. Like, I've never heard anything about Isak where you've heard things like the grumblings, like he's annoyed in the city or with the football that they play or just something. Like, I haven't heard anything about Isak, I have to say, since he's been at Newcastle. All I've heard is positive things, just like the rest of you guys. So I think the only way Isak does leave Newcastle is maybe if they don't get Champions League, there's more of an issue there for that to potentially happen. But at 150, ain't no one paying 150 for Isak. I can't lie. 150 is a crazy amount of money. But I'll say this though, when you are a business and you want to sell something to the highest bidder, you're going to put a price that's unrealistic. And you're probably going to make it go down a little bit more to maybe to something more reasonable. However, when I say reasonable, I reckon the cheapest you could probably get Isak is about 120 something. Maybe like, but with add-ons going up to 137 or something like that. So that's going to be a hell of a lot of money to go and get Isak. Is he worth that amount of money? I don't think many players are. But when you need a striker, and the striker's market is not good at all. Let me be the first to tell you, the striker market is techie. There's no outstanding, like we got players like Gukares, good. He's a good player, but what's his ceiling? Then you've got guys like what's his name? You got Oshiman, you got Lautaro Martinez. Big up my daughter in the background. Yeah. My daughter's asking me a question. Sorry, peeps. 1 second. What'd you say? Yeah, sorry about that, peeps. My daughter was just trying to get my attention. One of her toys apparently isn't working, but I think she solved it. What was I saying? Yeah, you got like, oh yeah, Julian Alvarez. Like, there's players that I feel like for you to get a Julian Alvarez, is he going to want to leave Atletico, who's only been there for 9 months? Like, I don't see that happening. Lautaro Martinez, I don't think he would want to leave Inter, personally. Osimhen, I don't think is the answer. Gyökeres, again, he is a very, very good striker, but how well does he translate into the Prem? I'm not too sure. You got Ekatike, who we've been linked to quite heavily, I have to say. And I like Ekatike. I actually think Ekatike reminds me of Isak when Isak was at Sociedad, believe it or not. And I think Ekatike's got quality. My only worry is Ekatike is that as good as I think he is now, he's not ready, in my opinion, to lead Liverpool. He's not ready to be the number 9, in my opinion, chat. He's not ready. Ekatike is not ready to lead the line. Do I think it's a transfer down the line that we might miss out on if we don't get him now? Yeah. So you kind of have to take the gamble. But I do think he will improve, and I think he can become like a really, really good player. But he's not there yet. Someone said it in the chat. Big up Ballers FC. He said it right there. Project strikers. Ekatike is a project. Same like Delap as well. Same as Sesko. The man are all good strikers, don't get me wrong. But to lead the line for Liverpool, that's a different task, really, boy. Because we have to be honest. Look at Darwin. With Darwin, I do feel like the shirt weighs too heavy for Darwin, and that's why I feel like he struggles personally. That and other issues as well. You get me? Big up Reform. He says neither Ekatike nor Sean. Sean? Do you mean Sesko? Are clinical enough yet and can't lead a press if that's what we want. Yeah, Ekatike can't lead. Yeah, Ekatike can't lead a press. What? He can press, but like he's not a pressing monster, so to speak. Like he's a bit average, in my opinion, anyway. Big up Bruno. So you think he's going to get stopped if he comes to Liverpool? He'll get abused by the fans because the fans are not patient. Not abused by the fans, but fans would. It could be the whole Nunes thing again if you were to get Ekatike. But as much as that, in a weird way, I want us to get him. I just don't want us to get him to be the lead striker. That's all it is. Like, go and get me. Give an example. If it was a possibility, but it's not, because this would never happen, because we don't do stuff like this. Go and get me Alvarez or Isak, and go and get me Ekatike. Do you get what I'm saying? Go and get me 2 strikers. Love Jota. I want Jota to do well and succeed, but Jota ain't doing it no more. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Jota looks like he could be not done, but just might not be able to lead the line for Liverpool. That's what I'm saying. Big up Douglas, he says Newcastle is the richest club in the world. The days of FSG trying to kick in Newcastle when they were poor is over. Looks like we're shopping at Poundland again. You never walk alone. Yeah, you might have a point there still. Newcastle are the richest club in the world. Whether they get to spend the money that they actually have, those and nothing because of PSR, I don't know what their accounts are looking like, or whether they've got the wiggle room to do that. I know the reports came out regarding Aston Villa, and Aston Villa made quite a big loss of, was it 83 million or something like that? Aston Villa, which quite surprised me. So potentially they might have to maybe make one sell that they might not want to. I don't know. But it's a bit mad still, this whole PSR thing. But in it, 32 likes, chat, and there's 200 of. Come on, let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up to 100 immediately, chat. What are we doing there? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You're telling me people, come on, man. You can't press the like button? Takes 1 second, chat. Come on, man. Run up the lights. Come on, my peeps, man. Come on. I big up those that are actually saying smash the like button. You know what I'm saying? Much appreciated, chat. You know them ones. Big up Amit says, this makes me laugh. Why does anyone think FSG will go on by Isak or Alvarez at 100 mil, etc.? How long have they owned us? Where is the evidence? We will get 3 players max this summer, all 40 mil. Nah, I hear that, you know. That's the thing. That's why I never really thought that we would get Isak, though. The idea of getting Isak is amazing. Do you know what I mean? Just like a lot of things in life, the idea is great. But is it actually going to happen? No. And in my opinion, I don't think we get Isak. Do you get what I'm saying? We don't get Isak, unfortunately. Who we do get though, I don't know. But one thing I do know is that we can't go into next year with Darwin Núñez and Julian Alvarez. Yeah. Sorry, chat. I do apologize. 1 second. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but I think even my daughter's mad at FSG. What's this? Bigger Jeff. Isak is a competent striker. We should be paying you whatever Newcastle want, but these owners don't have ambition. I agree. Ballers FC says FSG are masters of the PR. Jude, Caicedo, Isak, Mbappe. Facts, because you want to know what's so crazy, yeah? Hear the joke, yeah? With the whole Bellingham thing, we were told that we was waiting for a specific midfielder, and that midfielder was Jude Bellingham. Gets close to the time when Jude Bellingham now, we're getting into the summer, and the whole narrative was Liverpool knows what it takes to get Jude Bellingham, but I've decided not to because they've realized that the rebuild they want to spend their resources elsewhere. That Isak news started at around the turn of the year, I would say, really started to pick up a bit of traction, rare tear, yeah? Now, all of a sudden, again, the same thing's happening again, right? The price is too much. So it doesn't look like Liverpool can afford to do that deal. I'm so sick and tired of hearing the same noise. Aren't you lot? Do you know them ones? Yeah, my daughter's FSG out. What you think this is? 100%, bro. She knows. She knows, man. We got Luke. I've accepted we ain't getting Isak. Yeah, I think we kind of have to. And if for whatever reason we do get Isak, that's just a crazy, that's just a present that you didn't think you was gonna get. I don't think we should ever expect that we were ever gonna get Alexander Isak. Question: if we're spending upwards of 100 million Isak, how are we filling a left back, right back, centre back, number 6 positions that also need address? You need us spending 300 million one window, excluding sales. I'm glad you said that. Go and ask Chelsea if they could do that. Do you think Chelsea could do that if they really wanted to? I think they can. I think City could do that if they really wanted to. I think they've done it in the past, if I'm not mistaken. This is what I'm talking about. No one even said, yeah, that if you get Isak, you're going to necessarily strengthen every single position that you would like to. But let's say that we got 100. Let's say we spent 120 on Isak. Yeah, we spent 45 on Kirkes. We bought a centre back and maybe a right back. You're telling me Liverpool can't do that? Big bad Liverpool, we can't do that. We can't do that type of transfer window. Come on, chat. And that's not having a go at you, my broski. That's just me saying these are the things that we should be able to do. Because we don't have big summers. Last summer, we literally spent nothing. We got Chiesa in for 12 mil, and Mamardashvili was a deferred payment for next year. That was this summer now, shall I say. It's mad, bro. We got Troy. He says, man, like Jonathan David waiting in the wings, man. I know we're gonna get someone like a Jonathan David. We can see it. He's free. So yeah, opportunistic. He was free, innit? Whereas Liverpool will say the PR will be Liverpool decided to get Jonathan David because if he was on the market, he would cost us about 60 mil. Just get ready for it, guys. Just get ready for the PR. It's gonna be mad. Big up Jay, we're gonna do it with Caicedo, man. I don't know, man. I don't even know, bro. I don't know. But he's good, man. Who? What? Jonathan David. The thing is, Jonathan David as a backup, yeah. He might not be my first choice, but I'd rather Ekatike as a backup striker. But I'm not gonna cry if we get someone better than Jonathan David. But Jonathan David can't be the guy that leads Liverpool in the Champions League or away to the Emirates. That's just not my type of striker, personally. And I'm not even saying he's crap. It's just not my type of striker. Still, can't even lie. Yes, man. Big up, Lige. What's going on, bro? We need pace and attack, 100%, bro. We need pace, and Jonathan David didn't have that. Do you know what I mean? So, what's this? Jay, Caicedo was 150 mil, Sobro 70, Grab 35, Maka 35. That was the plan. I don't know if that was the plan, Jay. I just think that's how it ended up being, personally. I don't think that was the plan all along. The plan all along, remember, was to get the transformative signings. At the time when we made these signings, I think people respected a lot of the players, like the players, but to sit there and say they were transformative at that time, I don't know whether people would have said that at that time. Sorry, people, my daughter's just she's in a mad one. What's this? Because again, I feel like transformative. That's what we was told as fans, that we were supposed to get transformative players. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. We never spoke to Caicedo or his agent once. Facts. We just made the bid and they just avoided us. Ale says we will get some meaty player and the Liverpool PR machine iTop Res will spin their usual BS. Yeah, probably. Probably. What else is there? Hold on, chat. 1 second. Sorry, chat. Give me 1 second. My daughter's asking me something. Sorry, chat. 1 second. Sorry about that, chat. Apologies. My daughter. I've actually got to drop her off in a bit, actually. So I do apologize. What was I saying? Yeah, strike situation. Basically, FSG are cheap. We ain't doing nothing, in my opinion, that would make transformative signings. I could be so wrong. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. Last but not least, I want to speak about quickly Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons gets linked to us every single summer. I am not a fan of Xavi Simons at all. I think he's decent, but I'm not a fan. This year, he has, what's he done this year? He's got 7 goals in 19 in the Bundesliga and got 4 assists. And in the cup, he's got 1 goal, 1 assist in 2 games. He's got no goals or assists in the Champions League. Overall, he's got 13 goal contributions in 26 games overall. So he's literally he's literally 1 in 2 for a goal or assist. But yeah, not for me, chat. Not for me. I think Xavi Simons is a signing that you make at, say, Spurs, maybe? That type of team, if that makes sense. Not for Liverpool. Not even for an Arsenal, a City. Not even a... You know what? It's going to sound mad. Even if he was at Man United, I don't think... Actually, no, maybe he could be one of the 10s, but Xavi Simons, nah. As a 10, nah. Someone said that's disrespect. It's not that. I don't think Xavi Simons is a Prem player. Do you get what I'm saying? I feel like he'll play better I think he should either stay in Bundesliga, and that's not even a disrespect because look at Tony Cruz. Look at Marco Reus, absolute bad boy. Do you know what I mean? But I just think Xavi Simons, nah, man. Even Spain, yeah, La Liga. You guys are saying La Liga. Even La Liga, chat. La Liga, he could do a thing in La Liga, but not for me, man. I don't want us to go near Xavi Simons personally. I don't think he's the guy at all. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up Wayne. He says if Keller goes, he will go Newcastle. Otherwise, Evans will offer him 60k a week and sells Allison next year. Well, better not. Better not. And if Newcastle want Kelleher, we best be getting Isak. That's all I'm saying. Don't be doing no favors for Newcastle, you know. I'm not even joking. Because if there's a way to get that Isak price down, yeah, we charge them flipping 50 mil for Kelleher or something. You know, like that. People said that about Marmoush. That is true. That's true. But I think some people with Marmoush, they were just saying, I don't know if what the level can be, like kind of thing with Marmoush. So I don't know. I don't really know. Bigger Adam, Matt, I told you about Xavi Simons. He's highly underrated, in my opinion. His profile could make him a versatile under slot. Don't be surprised. Listen, I've seen a lot of Xavi Simons over the years, even from when he first broke into the team at PSG, bro. But like, he's always had talent, and obviously, even in the Euros and stuff, like he's all right. But he is a kind of like that kind of. He's a system player. Like I think if you play the right system, Xavi Simons could do something. But I'll give an example. I wouldn't get Xavi Simons to replace Harvey Elliott. Do you know what I mean? Jay says Xavi has sober decision making. Yeah, that would be horrific for us. I agree with this, you know, slightly because Marmoush is doing bits. I can't even lie. Some of you lot were telling me about Marmoush, and I was like, Marmoush is techie, but is he gonna be robust enough in the Prem? And so far, it happens to be the case. So we'll have to wait and see. But people, listen, we're gonna end it there. I do apologize. Oh yeah, obviously tonight as well, Merseyside derby. Come on. Unfortunately, I won't be there though. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it today, people. But you got Drift and you got Cal for the Merseyside derby. I'll be back after today. So yeah, my score prediction for that. I'm gonna be so real, chat. So real. It's either gonna be 2-1 or 2-2. Personally, I think Liverpool after a break can be a little bit sluggish. And it will annoy me that we should be really beating Everton at Anfield. But I'll probably go 2-1. But it just wouldn't surprise me if it was 2-2. But I'm going to say 2-1. I'll end it with 2-1. I think 2-1 will get the win. But yeah, we got to make sure that after this international break, yeah, that we actually do something. So, you know what I'm saying? Who's my... All right, before I go, my 11. Ali and goal. The right back, Connor Bradley, I think is available. So I might even go. I'll go Connor Bradley if it's available. If not, it has to be Konza by default. Ibu, Virgil. I probably will go with Robbo. Then I'd say McAllister and Grav because Bradley not available yet. It has to be Konza by default. Then has to be Konza then by default. We'll be all right with that. Konza, physicality. You ain't got to be that rapid. Everton are not a quick team. They're a physical team. Then in the pivot, I would say Grav, Mac, Soboslai, Salah, Gakpo, and maybe Diaz in the false nine. Actually, I don't trust none of the strikers. So Jota or Nunes. You know what? We'll do Diaz false 9, link up play, Gakpo on the left, and if it's not working, then Nunes or Jota. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, people, listen, I've got to shoot. I do apologize for rushing off the show, but I have to shoot, unfortunately, guys. So big up to you guys. My daughter's waiting for me, so we got to drop her off. But yeah, people, enough love. Hopefully, we get the win tonight. Take care. God bless. I'm out, people. Enough. Take care. Love.